Michael, Tom, Jay, industry leaders and innovators, friends from around the world. It is a pleasure to join you all at the Consensus Conference in Hong Kong for the second consecutive year. Let me begin by thanking Condes for once again choosing Hong Kong to host this iconic event. This conference has become a powerful platform in Asia for exploring the cutting-edge trends in Web3 space and fostering partnerships and collaborations. Globally, the application of Web3 technologies in finance continues to broaden in both scope and sophistication. A few trends are more prominent. The first is tokenization of RWAs. In a growing number of markets, tokenization initiatives are moving from proof of concept to real-world deployment, supported by more institutional adoption. Government bonds, money market funds, and other more traditional financial instruments are increasingly being issued on Miller on-chain, using digital ledgers to enhance settlement efficiency, enable fractional ownership, and unlock liquidity in assets that have traditionally been less liquid. Hong Kong is one of the pioneers in this space. The Hong Kong SAR government was the first in the world to issue tokenized government green bonds. Last year, we built on this foundation by issuing the world's largest digital green bonds with a multi-currency offering of 10 billion Hong Kong dollar. Meanwhile, financial institutions are becoming more receptive to digital assets. By the end of last year, banks in Hong Kong held over 14 billion Hong Kong dollar in digital assets under custody, a year-on-year increase of about 180%. Banks have also begun offering tokenized deposit services, with the total value of such deposits reaching 29 billion Hong Kong dollar by the end of last year. The second trend is a related and evolving one. That is the interaction between TradFi and DeFi. Traditional institutions are now importing DeFi mechanisms into their ownership architectures, such as automated market making, programmable liquidity pools, and the use of on-chain collateral to support more efficient trading, funding, and settlement. At the same time, DeFi is coming under growing regulatory and supervisory pressure in multiple jurisdictions, particularly in relation to anti-money laundering, investor protection, and broader financial stability. There have been growing calls for DeFi to be brought under existing or emerging digital asset regulatory frameworks. The third trend is the growing intersection between AI and digital assets. AI systems are being designed to interact with tokenized money and smart contracts, enabling the autonomous execution of certain transactions and settlement. At the same time, AI tools are making digital asset markets more intelligent, efficient, and data-driven. As AI agents become capable of making and executing decisions independently, we may begin to see the early forms of what some call the machine economy, where AI agents can hold and transfer digital assets, pay for services, and transact with one another on-chain. While this shift could deliver substantial efficiency gains, it also raises important questions around AI governance, accountability, and cyber security. Against this backdrop of rapid global experimentation, what are we doing in Hong Kong? We are charting our course, leveraging our unique strengths as an IFC, International Financial Center, to stay at the forefront of innovation and keep pace with emerging developments. A few principles are guiding our strategy. First, under the One Country, Two Systems framework, Hong Kong is free to explore financial innovation, including, of course, in digital assets. We stand out as a market with consistent, predictable, forward-looking policies and a balanced and trusted regulatory framework. We welcome Web3 innovators and institutions from around the world to develop and scale their businesses here. At the same time, we recognize that innovation often moves faster than regulation, potentially creating gaps and new risks. We are therefore carefully balancing the promotion of innovation with the need for sound risk management. Our objective is to embrace new technologies while safeguarding investors, consumers, and the overall financial stability. The principle of same activity, same risk, same regulation continues to underpin the design of our regulatory framework. Second, we see Web3, blockchain technology, and AI as powerful enablers of the real economy rather than ends in themselves. Our policy focus is therefore on how these technologies can be applied to enhance efficiency, lower costs, and support concrete real-world use cases. Ultimately, our aim is to make financial services more inclusive and accessible, while addressing the long-standing pain points in transactions and market operations. We are committed to pro-innovation regulation. Our regulators operate with a dual mandate. They not only exercise prudent supervision, but also actively facilitate market and product development. Through mechanisms such as regulatory sandboxes, we support experimentation and in some cases, co-create solutions in close collaboration with innovators and industry participants. Ladies and gentlemen, with these guidelines in mind, we are pressing ahead to advance Web3 development in Hong Kong. Let me highlight some of our latest initiatives. First, on regulation, we continue to enhance Hong Kong's regulatory framework for digital assets, including the launch of a regulatory regime for stablecoin issuers in August last year. We see stablecoin as a practical tool for addressing the pain points in the real economy, particularly in payment and settlements. In giving out licenses, we ensure that licensees have real-world use cases, a credible and sustainable business model, as well as strong regulatory compliance capabilities. Our strategy is moving forward fast, step by step. Therefore, we plan to issue only a small number of stablecoin issuer licenses in the first batch in March this year, but more will follow. Meanwhile, we are also finalizing the details of a new licensing regime for digital asset dealers and custodian service providers, with the aim of introducing the legislation this summer. Together with the framework already in place, this will ensure that our regulatory regime comprehensively covers the key nooks of the digital asset ecosystem. We will regularize the issuance of tokenized green bonds. At the same time, we encourage market innovation and nurture the broader ecosystem. For example, building on the Project Ensemble Sandbox, Ensemble TX was launched by the Hong Kong MA in November last year. It is a new pilot phase that enables faster, more transparent, and more efficient settlement of real value tokenized transactions. Looking ahead, as the convergence of AI and blockchain continues to accelerate, the government and our regulators will work with the industry to foster concrete, high-impact use cases while ensuring that emerging risks are properly identified, monitored, and managed. Ladies and gentlemen, before I close, let me leave you with this message. The Hong Kong SA government and our financial regulators fully recognize and are committed to keeping pace with rapid technological change and building a vibrant digital asset ecosystem here in Hong Kong. We welcome global innovators like you to join us on this journey. In less than a week, we will celebrate the Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the horse, which symbolizes agility, stamina, and strength. May I wish you all a prosperous and energetic year ahead. And for those who have traveled from afar, I hope you will take some time to enjoy the festive spirit and the unique charm of Hong Kong. My sincere thanks once again to Condes for hosting this remarkable event in Hong Kong. May this event inspire more fresh ideas and lasting partnerships. Thank you very much.